Hello, pocket knife community, knife lovers, knife enthusiasts, interested viewers. Folder here. Yeah, so we all have our where's my knife? We all have our, as knife collectors, right? We all got sort of caught the bug with this thing, and we all have our knives that we want, right? Everybody has stuff that they want. This is a knife here that I've been wanting for about 3 years, I think. I've been sort of trying to get this knife. I'm very, very glad that I didn't get it till now, because even though with the first version of it, I never actually held it in hand, looking at this version and just visually comparing this version to the first version, this is the second version. I know this version's better. I can definitely tell. And I'm very excited about it. So this is this is a knife that like I said, that I've been wanting for a while. And I could just never get a hold of one. So finally conditions happened and I have it. So let's just take a look here. Yep, it's the Mini Goblin, the Shark Knife Go collab with Koenig on the updated version 2 of the Mini Goblin. As you can see, it's M390 brushed blade, pinstriped 6AL V4 titanium, and the certificate of authenticity is December 19th of 2024. For a while, these things were just non-existent. Like you just, I don't know, but they've recently, over the last few months, have popped back into circulation with version 2. Maybe that's why they were scarce, Box is phenomenal. Would I expect anything less? And here it is. So yeah, I decided I had the option of having anodized hardware. It came in a bronze color or blue color, and of course the plain hardware, which I got. Can't find my and I opted out of the anodized hardware because I like the way the blue and the bronze looked. I really did, but it's just when it's, I don't know, that clean look to me is just, nothing beats it. And then thinking about the knife in the long haul, how anodization tends to look after a while, especially since this is not a knife that is going anywhere. Just quickly on the specs of this knife. The overall length is, and I didn't know this, really? This knife is 8 inches? Wow, 8.1 inches for this? Is that true? No, it's not. So I'm looking at the wrong spec sheet. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that doesn't even sound right. 7.1. So I'm not even gonna go with this spec sheet then. I'm gonna ignore that whole part of the whole part of the review. And I don't have my scale up here, so I won't be able to weigh it. So this will just be our first impressions, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're looking at 7.1, 7.2 inches. Okay. And let's just take a look at it. And I'm going to tell you, man, this thing. Okay. So, first of all, first impressions are I really, really like the pinstriping. It is so subtle. Like, I'm not even sure if it's showing up on the camera. I can barely see it with the naked eye. And I actually like that because it's going to have all the fingerprint protection that you don't want all over your knife by having a pinstripe, but it doesn't necessarily look so pinstriped, you know. And I mean, looking at the pinstripe is not a bad thing. I'm just putting it out there. Man, yeah. So, yep, Koenig on the show side. This is a right hand carry only. The Shark Knife Co. iconography on the clip side. The mini goblin is a Warncliffe, and there is a front finger choil on this. It's a small one, but I didn't even think there was one. Why did I think there was no front choil? No, there is. And actually, even though it's not that big, it does feel decent. I mean, I wouldn't go crazy up here because it's not big, and then the front flipper kind of puts your finger in a weird position. You know, I'm not in love with that front choil on this particular knife, depending on what I'm doing. The draw cut, maybe if you want to choke up. But this is more back on the main index on the handle is more of a piercing geometry. Very thick blade stock. And the knife is thick itself. For such a small knife, it does have girth. And I actually like that because it is small, that girth helps with how it feels in hand. And it does feel very, very positive in hand. It doesn't feel, and I think this helps also. I think this down peak on the handle really helps add some substance to it because I do have the Kaiser VK1 FL, which is the poor man's Koenig mini goblin. I do own that. I bought that years ago because I couldn't get one of these. And I will tell you right now, I'm going to do a review between the two, so I'm not going to mention that knife too much now. But right off the bat, I can definitely tell that this is helping me a lot holding in hand because the Kaiser doesn't have it. It's just straight back. So it's so thin. It's not enough real estate. This is enough. Just really quick, the difference between this knife and the version 1 that basically is the elephant in the room. But you can definitely tell the difference. One, this is a flat grind or a saber grind. The first version came in a hollow. And honestly, with what this knife is, I mean, listen, I love hollow grinds, love them. I like the flat grind on this better. It's a stout, thick knife, and the hollow is nice, but I think this thing is more of a piercing geometry, piercing with a draw cut coming out of it. And based off that, and actually the aesthetics, I think the full flat looks better on this, or the saber grind looks better than the hollow. It just, to me, is more appealing. Okay, so I think that's an improvement. Two, this main pivot, I don't know what's going on in this main pivot. It's got like little channels in it and stuff. Obviously, I just got the knife, never held one in hand before. So I don't know, you know, it looks like it's a captured type system. I mean, it's a single-sided pivot. There's no provisions on the show side. So probably it's some type of captured system. Either way, aesthetically, this main pivot looks much better than version 1. Much better. It's just more attractive looking to me. Action is beautiful. Really, really, really nice. And I would definitely also say the next thing about it that's definitely an improvement over the first version is the removal of one of the screws. Having three screws back here, it's too much. You don't need it. It looks bunched up. The look, the aesthetics wasn't as good because of those three screws. It looks better with two. It's not necessary to have three. Less hardware is almost always better, and it's just a better look. It's a cleaner look. So my first impression of this knife, having owned it now for about 10 or 15 minutes, is I am not disappointed. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't have any problem saying if I get something that I always wanted and then it was a letdown, I'll say it. Yeah, I'll say it. Yeah, it's not a problem with me at all. I bought knives before that were high-end knives, and when I got them, they just didn't resonate with me. That is definitely not the case with this. I love the look of this thing. Let's see how the pocket clip fares, even though I don't have jeans on right now. I have sweatpants on, so we'll see. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, when I put jeans on, I'll know better. I mean, it doesn't matter that much. I'm just doing it for review purposes, but it doesn't matter that much. This is not something that's going to be carried like that. So, but yeah. So I would definitely have to say that the flat grind, the pivot, and the two screws, to me, are an improvement over the first version of this. I love this pinstriping. It's so subtle. The action is really good action. The flipper tab feels great. It sounds great. So yeah. So now I've completed the collaboration. And what collaboration is that? The Koenig collaboration. This is the set here. I got the Arius years ago when I first started collecting. This is one of the first Grail knives, Grail level knives that I ever bought. And at the time, these things were going for an astronomical price, especially on the, you could only get them on the secondary market. Every time you tried to get them from a distributor, they were gone. It was just like impossible to get. And the secondary market was killing people on these knives, absolutely making a fortune. And I refused to pay top dollar for this knife. I mean, listen, I don't mind paying because it's already a premium because it's a ridiculous knife. So you're already going to pay that. But the extra that you pay, I'm not doing that. So anyway, not at this point of my career collecting knives. So yeah, so this is the team right here, the Koenig Arius and the Mini Goblin. So now I have them both. And you might say, wow, if you could have got the blue anodized, that would have matched. And I could have. The blue anodized was available. It was no big deal. But, the anodization, as you can see on these, it's something that sometimes is less desirable in the looks. So that's why I didn't get the anodized with this. I went for the clean look. So anyway. All right, guys, that's it. Very, very happy. I'll take this one to the grave. Definitely not for sale. Neither one of them are, because I would want to replace them anyway. So, yeah, that's it. So, all right, that's all I got. That's the Koenig Shark Knife Co. Mini Goblin.